Hello, Sarah and Kevin here at Market Wines. Looking forward to an extra exciting weekend because we got bubbles on the agenda.
Bubbles and a whole mess of red wines.
That's right.
You got a lot of juice up here,
Very
Sarah.
Contrasting.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. So what do you want to do? You want to divide and conquer? Maybe
Let's talk bubbles.
talk bubbly first.
One of my favorite things.
I know a little bit about these red wines, so why don't I do the reds and you do the bubbles?
Perfect.
We'll do it that way.
Awesome. So we've got
I love doing that. It's so fun. It's like cracking a beer, but you get a whole bottle of
That's right.
a bubbly wine.
You barely even need a glass. It's a bottle like that.
These are fun. I had one of these last weekend actually, and I really enjoyed it. But since you know more about it than I do, all I know is it tasted really good and didn't last very long.
That's some of the most important information we can give you right there. But to give you a little bit more detail, this is the newest exclusive to our store from the Behrens family. They've been making wine in Penedès, so northern Spain, where cava is famous, for about 4 generations. So the great-grandson's at the helm now, and they're making only sparkling wine. They're organic, and this is the first release of their Pet Nat, or Pétillant Naturel.
Pet Nat's cool with all the kids now. I do know that. I know all the young hip sommeliers out there love their Pet Nats, and it's a category that wasn't even around when I was younger in the wine business. So tell me what Pet Nat is. School me here.
The lowdown. So comparing it to traditional method, which is how most cavas are made, this is made, it only goes through 1 fermentation as opposed to 2 fermentations for a traditional method.
Right.
So they stop the first fermentation in tank, and then they bottle the wine, and that's where the bubbles are created in the bottle with the leftover yeast and sugar from the first fermentation. So typically we'll find the Pet Nats to be a little bit softer in bubbles. They don't have as high pressure as your traditional method, so they're
not
really
going to spill all over the floor when you open them up, which is why you only need one of these and
exactly.
not one of those big fancy corks.
You do see just the traditional bottle cap on them.
And I've heard this called the ancestral method too, right? Like an old way of making sparkling wine, which was a little cheaper and a little easier than the champagne method.
Exactly, aka ancestral method. Apparently the first way they made bubbles, but there's the jury's out on that.
I can believe it. I can believe they'd figure this out before they'd figure that out.
Yeah, pretty simple way of winemaking. Very natural in its way. It is dry. But at 11.5% alcohol, so a bit lower, which is nice as well. So you could drink it like a beer.
Yeah, it's really quaffable, right? Like, because there's less bubble in it. If you find champagne sometimes too dry, while this is still dry in the sense that there's no sugar in it, it is easier to drink because there's less acidity, right? So for me, it's just a softer, prettier, easier drinking bottle of bubbly. Fun way to start the night, though, right?
Totally.
Got some friends coming over, pop one of those, easy going. Everyone's gonna love that. That's tasty. What do you like food wise with that? Nothing, just on its own? Or?
Well, yeah, just nothing. But again, if you're serving it as an appetizer, I think if you just had like some softer, creamy cheeses would be really good with it.
Oh yeah.
Charcuterie board, or what I think would be super fun would be a fondue, which is pretty timely this time of year. Yeah, really cleansing, and I get kind of that appley cider.
Yeah, it kind of drinks like that real kind of crisp apple flavor to it. So real easy going, but lots of fun. I love that. All right, I'm going to get started opening this guy up while you talk about this. So this is cava now. So this is what they're more famous for in this area.
So Spain, famous for cava, which only comes from Spain. Made like champagne, but the beauty of it is it's half the price, typically at least. So really good value here.
They use a similar method, and sometimes in cava they even age
a bit longer.
A little bit longer, right?
This actually sees 40 months of aging on its lease compared to, most champagnes are about 3 years.
And what do these go for to be top price?
27.
Both of them are the same?
They're both the same price.
All right.
This is vintage dated. It's 2014. It's their Brut Nature. It's bone dry. They don't add any dosage to it.
Spilling. That's a good start.
So nice and dry. Blend of traditional grape varietals. Parellada, Macabeo, Xarello.
That is some sweet pronunciation. I always struggle with any word that starts with an X, but you really nailed it.
In celebration of Farmer Fizz, because we have our sparkling wine tasting Saturday night.
Awesome.
So we're featuring bubbles this weekend.
Is that sold out yet? It's got to be close.
Almost. We've got a handful of tickets left.
I think the last time I checked, there was only about 6 left. So
yeah, if you want to come, grab them today because it will be sold out right away. But we're super excited to have a brand new cava producer in the shop. We're all big Bubbles fans, and this time of year around the holidays, it's always nice to have a bottle in your fridge.
Yeah, absolutely. You can come grab a couple of these and save them for the holiday festivities. You can have them around for when the family comes over. And $26 is a little easier to swallow than, you know, $50 or $60 for champagne. So
yeah,
you sold me right there. That's great. All right, should we jump into these?
Yeah, tell us about Behrens Family.
So twice a year, Behrens releases wines. So they'll release different wines at different times. So this is kind of the bigger release and the one I'm more excited about because there's one or two more affordable ones in this lineup. Because while I love Behrens Family, they are single vineyard wines from Napa Valley. The winery's up the top. You've been to the winery?
I have, yeah.
Cool spot. So Spring Mountain overlooking the valley, really beautiful spot. But they're very collectible wines, beautiful labels, really incredible wines. And the quantities we got are super limited. So we might see, you know, 2 or 3 cases of each of these in a lot of cases. And they tend to sell really quickly because we've got a big fan base for them here.
Good following on them.
We're going to open them all up. We're crazy like that. So Friday afternoon, I think, I guess as soon as somebody asks us to, we're going to pull the corks on all these. So this is going to be a really fun weekend to pop by, even if you just want to try the lineup. It'll be on the website if you're curious to check out all the prices. I won't go through them all right now because it's a bit complicated, but they kind of range from $60 up to mostly around $100. So they are definitely the higher end, but hey, you can come down and taste them for free. Why not do that? Because there's going to be lots of really fun stuff open to try. So that'll be Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday night's Farmer Fizz.
Yeah, we've got a big weekend.
That's a lot going on.
I'm excited.
It's going to be busy. All right. Well, we hope to see you down on the weekend. We've got everything open, so why wouldn't you come down?
Okay. Thanks.